If you're running a home care agency, you know the feeling, right? That constant pull between putting out today's fires and trying to build for tomorrow. Well, today, we're going to talk about how to tackle those operational weaknesses. The stuff that keeps you up at night. We're going to flip the script and turn them into your biggest strengths, building a rock-solid foundation for your agency.
So let me ask you something and be honest with yourself. Is your agency running you or are you running your agency? I mean, really, is every day just a mad dash reacting to one problem after another? Or do you feel like you're actually in the driver's seat? That difference, it almost always comes down to how solid your operational systems are. I bet this sounds familiar. That frantic, last-minute phone call trying to cover a shift. That sinking feeling when you're hunting for paperwork just hours before an audit. It's what we call firefighting mode, right? Just jumping from one crisis to the next. Look, these aren't just little daily hassles. They are giant, flashing red signs pointing to cracks in your operational systems.
But here's the most important thing I want you to take away today. This is the big mindset shift. Those problems we just talked about, they are not failures. They're not your fault, and they're not your team's fault. Instead, I want you to start thinking of them as opportunities. Seriously, they're like little signposts pointing you exactly where you need to go to stop the chaos and build a way more efficient agency. This is where the fun begins.
Okay, so where do we even begin? Well, we put on your detective hats. It's simple, really. You can't fix a problem until you know exactly what's broken and where the crack is. So this first step is all about diagnosis. We're going to do a deep dive, a real investigation into the health of your agency's operations. So, where should you point that magnifying glass? Let's focus on these 5 key areas. First up, scheduling. Is your system actually reliable, or is it basically just one person working miracles every single weekend? Next, your SOPs, your standard operating procedures. Are they actually being used, or are they just collecting dust on a shelf somewhere? Then there's caregiver training. Even a tiny gap here can cause huge ripples, leading to inconsistent care. And of course, documentation and compliance. Just taking a really honest look at these 5 things, that's probably the most powerful first step you can take. Okay, so once you've found the weak spots, you need a plan. And here's the best part. It does not have to be complicated. We've got a framework for creating real change that's actually super simple but incredibly effective. And here it is. Just 3 steps. Test, identify, and strengthen. Think of it like a loop. First, you test those key areas we talked about. Then, you identify the specific weak point. We're not talking about just saying, oh, our scheduling is a mess. No, we're talking about getting super specific. Like, our on-call protocol for weekends is totally unclear. See the difference? And once you have that, you strengthen it. You take immediate action to fix that one thing. Then, you just repeat the process. It's that simple. So, what's the point of all this? I mean, why bother? Well, it's about trading in that constant nail-biting chaos for something amazing. Calm, predictable control. Let's take a look at what that transformation actually feels like.
Let's start with scheduling chaos. This is the before picture, right? The constant scramble to fill shifts, it just drains your time and everyone's morale. But the after, with a strong system, you get predictability. And think about what that really means. Every single hour you're not spending on a frantic phone call is an hour you can now spend coaching your team or growing your business. That's the real payoff.
And how about this one, documentation risk? You know that feeling, that low-key anxiety in the back of your mind? Are our records right? Are we compliant? It's stressful, but the strength side, that's just pure peace of mind. It's knowing that your paperwork is clear, consistent, and totally audit-ready. This isn't just about dodging bullets. It's about showing everyone you're a top-tier professional agency.
So if there's one thing you remember from this, let it be this. Don't be afraid of the gaps you find. Seriously. Stop seeing them as failures. Every single weakness you uncover is actually a golden opportunity. It's your chance to build a stronger process, a more resilient team, and a much more successful agency. So I'm going to leave you with a question to chew on. After everything we just went over, what's the first opportunity that just popped into your head? What's that one little weak link you're going to tackle first? Because pinpointing that one thing, that's your first real step on the path from chaos to control.